everyone, it's Don once again with another look at the construction happening here in the villages. This is Lake Sumter Landing, and you can see it's pretty desolate because of the coronavirus, social isolation, social distancing, whatever you want to call it. Because of the lack of people, this is actually the first time I've been able to safely fly over Lake Sumter Landing when it wasn't 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. From what I've seen, there's a lot more people out walking around and being physically active than usual, but they're also doing a very good job of maintaining their social distance. Brownwood is also pretty desolate. Because of the current events, a lot of the local restaurants are now offering carry-out and delivery service. The shell work is now complete on the 3 buildings under construction on Brownwood Boulevard, and it appears that about 4 tenants have been identified and are being built out. Everything is very quiet in Brownwood. Even World of Beer is vacant. The last time I saw it like this was about 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Even Scooples is empty. The St. John's Courthouse, being built next to Cody's, has lots of accurate details on it. The Florida State seal with the actual seal next to it, and the St. Johns County seal with the actual seal next to it. Going back a little farther north, this is the Beaumont Development. These are townhouses that they're building, and off in the distance you can see their clubhouse. Now this video is about a week old, so the roof is on this building now. These are the model homes for the Beaumont Development. This is the area just north of Shooter's World, where the Citizens First Bank building is being built. And this is the TSG, or Technology Services Group, building that's being built. Again, this is about a week old, and this roof is already on this building, and lots of additional progress has been made. This is the Publix being built next to Lowe's on 466A. This is Magnolia Plaza, shot about 10 days ago. On the left, you can see construction has already started on the first building. And this is the water main that they're working on here. This is Magnolia Plaza again on April 1st. You can see a little bit of progress has been made, but not a whole lot. The trailer on the right is the construction office. This seems more like appeasement than actual progress. This is the new wood shop being built across from Eisenhower. This was taken about a week ago, and the area is already paved. The multimodal path from Antrim Dells to Hillsborough Trail is shut down. This is why. Some people can stop, and some people just ignore the stop signs. This is the lofts on the north side of Brownwood. Lots of finishing work going on in building 1 and 2. And the pool is still under construction. Construction continues on buildings 3, 4, and 5. Work on the Street of Dreams building is still continuing. This coronavirus couldn't have hit at a worse time for the Brownwood Hotel. It opened about 2 weeks ago, and it's completely empty at this point. The Center for Advanced Health Care in Brownwood has also been delayed on its opening. The shops at Freedom Plaza are also void of customers thanks to this coronavirus outbreak. This is the village of Chitty Chatty, traveling northward towards the Rohan Rec Center area. The multimodal paths are now paved. There's been a lot of construction happening. This was taken about a week ago, but it was taken on a Sunday, so you really can't get a feel for just how much activity is going on here. Remember these foundation slabs when you see the next scene, as it was shot just yesterday on April 1st. That's the Chitty Chatty Bridge off in the distance. We'll get back to it in just a second. This is April 1st, shot during the middle of the day. You can see there are several hundred cars here and construction work is very, very busy. I ran into at least a half a dozen DZ concrete mixers while I was filming this. The waterfront lots here on the left all sold very, very quickly when they were listed. Many of the homes already have sod, so they'll probably be listed very soon for sale. 4-car garages in both the village of Chitty Chatty and the village of DeLuna have become very common. These water and view lots all came up for sale about a week ago, and they're running anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000. There are several hundred people working here in Chitty Chatty. This is a very well-organized effort, which is why homes can be built here so quickly. Now you remember those homes I said watch for? Here they are again. This time they have walls and roofs, and some of them even have shingles. These efforts would explain why there's so much progress in the next shot. This is the Chitty Chatty Bridge being built next to the Rohan Recreation Center. It's the same size as the Brownwood Bridge and the Water Lilly Turnpike Bridge. There's still a lot of work to go, but it's obvious this is on a different construction schedule as the other two bridges. The distance between the support towers is more than enough for 6 or even more lanes. You can see on the south side that the ramp is already being built up. Work on the ramps at the Brownwood Bridge has stagnated, whereas this is definitely picked up. On the west side of the bridge, you can see they've already cleared the ground for the ramp on the north side. Moving on to Bradford, this is their pool and neighborhood recreation area. This was shot about 10 days ago. That's Warm Springs at the top of the screen and the Marsh Boulevard extension on the left. This is the same area on April 1st. Wow, what a difference. More than a dozen homes have been started, and it's obvious by the amount of vehicle traffic out here that a lot more are going to be started in the next couple of days. This is the area on the west side of Finney. That's the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf courses on the left. As you can see, a lot of progress is being made. In the areas where you see the red dirt, that's where the road beds are getting prepped to go in. Now we'll travel north, going up towards Warm Springs Boulevard. Red Fox and Gray Fox are now on the right. The interchange at Warm Springs and US 301 has just opened up. You can see more road beds are being prepped here. By the landscaping work that was going on Warm Springs Avenue, I'm assuming that it's now open also, but I haven't been past the McClure traffic circle since Sunday. This is the northern section of DeLuna, just north of the Water Lilly Recreation Center. They've opened up Marsh Bend all the way to the end of where it's paved. So now you can go up there. You don't have to violate the no trespassing sign. A lot of these homes look almost ready for occupancy, but they're not up for sale yet, but they should be very soon. As I said previously, there are several homes here with 4-car garages. Opening up Marsh Bend Trail has given me the access I needed to be able to see my drone so I can fly all the way from Everglades to Brownwood. I flew that on Sunday afternoon, and that's coming up here in just a minute. There are a lot of really attractive lots here in the village of DeLuna, and many of them have much larger backyards than I've seen on standard homes in other places in the villages. The kissing lanais are now long-distance kissing lanais. Coming up is the Water Lilly recreation area. The building appears to be done, and they appear to be doing the furnishings inside now. Here's another view of the Water Lilly Recreation Center. Let's go down now to the Everglades Recreation Center. Many people have asked me to do a fly from the Everglades Recreation Center all the way to Brownwood. Previously that wasn't possible because I couldn't maintain line of sight on the aircraft the entire time. Yes, it could make it without line of sight. It can fly about 4 miles under my control without any problem, and that's enough distance to make the entire trip, but I can't do that. So this is actually 7 flights all stitched together. You'll see where they're joined at various points along the flight. The drone is traveling at about 30 miles an hour, but because the video is speeded up, you're seeing this as what it would look like at 75 miles an hour. The Hog-Eye Sink is off to the left. There are 2 parking areas to access the walking paths of the Hog-Eye Nature Trail. This area of the villages is very unique with its many walking paths coming out of the neighborhoods and connecting to the multimodal path. You can see an example of that here as we cross by the power lines. Most golf cart traffic here is contained on the main roads and not on the walking paths. However, there are several connectors that connect the main road to the multimodal path, such as this coming up right here. It wouldn't be the villages without a traffic circle, and they've put one on the multimodal path going up to the new bridge that's going to cross the turnpike. I don't know what these orange lines are on the ground next to the pilings going in for the bridge support tower. Crossing the turnpike, this was previously the unreachable area I couldn't fly because I couldn't see the aircraft. Now I can, so we're able to go all the way to Brownwood from here. There's still a lot of work to be done before this area will be ready for traffic. Megison Road will run from Brownwood by Cody's all the way down to where the new tunnels are built on Warm Springs Avenue. The distance from Everglades to Brownwood is going to be about 3.5 miles, so this should take about 15 minutes by golf cart to get from Everglades all the way to Brownwood. Megison Road is the road that comes up next to the emergency department that just opened up. The multimodal path will cut to the right and then go over the Brownwood Bridge. As we come into Brownwood, that's about it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed putting it together for you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for your time.